What's up, my dudes? I'm Valkyrja. Today I'm going to be talking about what possible teams you could be running for Xiao whenever he comes out. And as this goes without saying, Xiao is a closed beta test unit. We don't know specifics about him until he launches. Please keep what I say with a grain of salt. Just want to let you guys know. I know I say it like every video, but just reiterating the fact that he's going to get nerfed. He's going to get nerfed, so just get ready for that. So the team I'm going to run is specifically going to be Xingqi. This is his best friend right here, Xingqi. The reason Xingqi is his best friend is his ult. His ult along with his passive. His passive puts the swords around him, and it gives him 23% damage reduction. Whether that counts for his ult, like Xiao's ult damage, we don't know, but we'll find out. But the most important thing is this. Guhua Sword Rain Cutter. It sends down swords every single time the person who has the swords on him autos attacks. And the reason that's so significant with Xiao is every time Xiao auto attacks, he's going to trigger Swirl. He's going to proc Swirl every time. And then he has some healing for Xiao, and he gets 20% Hydro damage bonus for more damage on the swords. So he's going to constantly proc Swirl, and that's really big for Xiao. So it's going to create a lot of energy particles, and he's going to be able to get his energy back up pretty quickly. Yeah. Very, very good. This is going to be his best friend. What I recommend running, well, at first I recommend getting him Constellation 1 for 4 swords. And I recommend running, what I'm going to run is this. Noblesse Oblige, and a lot of energy recharge. Man, I didn't mean to do that. A lot of energy recharge, specifically Sacrificial Sword, really good weapon form. I stopped working on it to really get working on my Xiao materials, but you know how it is. Next character I'm going to run is qiqi for the main healer, and also to proc freeze every couple of seconds by comboing with Xingqui. So qiqi, I don't need to go over qiqi too much. You guys know qiqi is just a busted healer. If you are lucky enough to get qiqi, she's also a very good pairing with Xiao for the healing. So I have 2 healing sources just in case Xiao needs. I don't think he'll need that much, but yeah. And then the other character I'm going to bring is Venti. You're going to say, why Venti? Well, Venti he can do 2 things. One, he can crowd control very well to group them up, so I can either jump in the air and dash through them, or I can wait for them to hit the ground and then light them up, because I'm going to have a normal attack build Xiao, so I'm not going to be doing plunge attack too much, but that's still an option at that point. And also, he's going to generate a lot of energy particles for an emo for whenever I swap Xiao out. So he's going to be a good, valid option. That being said, let's get into other options, because those are my 3 options. You guys should know Favonius Warbow. I might go over builds on other characters later, and if you guys have questions about certain builds and certain characters, let me know. But for the most part, it's just Viridescent Veneer on him, Favonius Warbow. With qiqi, I'm literally just stacking attack. Like, the build makes no sense, because I'm just stacking attack. I'm not trying to do anything. So then other characters I would look into running is Bennett. First off, Bennett is he's a stupid good support. Mostly he's basically completely revolves around his ult. His ult is just fantastic. If the health of a character within the AoE is equal or falls below 70%, Xiao, he literally hurts himself, so Bennett's like a perfect pairing for him. Also, if you have any other Anemo like Sucrose or Jean to pair, like if you don't have Xingqui, you can use Bennett. As a last resort for a healer, you can use Barbara, but just be very, very cautious of Cryo, because Cryo will freeze you in the middle of your attack animation to Xiao, and you'll take a lot of damage, and it really won't be usable in later Abyss floors. Barbara's already barely usable in later Abyss floors. You have to be very, very careful, because you'll freeze and die. Another character would be either, I don't have her, but Diona for the shield, Zhongli for the shield, Baido for the shield and ult if you have her first constellation, Xinyan also for the shield. So any shield character along with him, Noel, etc. So you can kind of see what I'm getting at, but the most important thing, this is just a quick video, the most important thing is that Xingqi is his best friend. 100% his best friend. He'll proc Swirl constantly. And on top of that, oh yeah, and Chongyun, I want to make sure I go over Chongyun real quick, because I get people asking what I think about Chongyun. Keep in mind that Xiao's burst, his thing, it imbues his normal attacks and charge attacks with a Nemo, and it cannot be overridden. So Chongyun, I don't know exactly how that interaction is going to go. I'm going to test it if I ever get Chongyun. I'm going to test the interaction between Chongyun's skill and Xiao's ult. but it sounds like it's not really going to do anything. If it just applies cryo to the region, then Xingqi and Chongyong along with Xiao might be a very good option. But in the end, it's going to mostly be using the best, what you think is the best synergy for him. These are just my opinions and my thoughts. You don't need to follow them. Anyways, if you have any more questions about the team comms I presented here today, real short video, go ahead, and I'll be streaming within 30 minutes of this video going live. Go ahead, come in and ask me. And also, remember, I'm going to start stressing this point as we get closer. Everything I say is based off data from my information that more than likely is going to change. It will change. I promise you, Xiao is not going to be how he was in the closed beta test. He was absolutely overpowered in the closed beta test. He's going to get nerfed. We can only hope it's not going to be too much. So anyways, that's all I got today on Xiao. Hope you guys are liking all these videos. I'll be live in about 30 minutes. Peace.